Hello guys, welcome back. This is African Minute. We all came from Africa. Oh boy, I jump in.
What do you think is the biggest difference between European, Asians, and Africans?
Well,
Besides region,
so we all came out of Africa.
okay?
Okay.
We all originated.
Yes.
So basically every human form originated from the Asiatic,
No, from African.
African.
Yes. Humans'
Okay.
origin is in Africa.
Africa.
There is no dispute about
None.
that at all.
None. Zero.
At all. So now, let me lead into that by saying, we surely know people. You say Americans, and you say, oh, they'll say, well, what are you? That's well, I'm Italian. Well, where are you born? America. Where are your parents born? Brooklyn. Where are their parents born? Italy.
Right.
So I'm Italian.
Right.
All right, here's another one.
Okay.
What are you? Oh, I'm Swedish.
Okay.
Well, where were you born? I'm born in New York. We're your parents born? New York. Where are their parents? Because that's the immigrant.
Right.
Where were their parents born? No, I get it right. So we'll come through. Where are their parents born? Minnesota. Okay. Where are their parents born? Minnesota. Where are their parents born? Sweden. So I'm Swedish.
Right.
You see what they're doing?
Yeah.
They're going back their tree, finding the place that
fits.
that soothes their need to have some kind of an association.
Even if they've never been to that place.
And they stop there. Okay?
Okay.
What I tell them all is, why don't you keep going? Just keep going.
No, I just want to be from Sweden. I'm Swedish.
Okay, keep going. And if you keep going, we're all African. There is an ancestor of yours that is African, if you go far enough back on the tree. But you stopped in Sweden, and you stopped in Italy, and you stopped in Poland. Keep going back. The tree, the human tree of life, traces back to Africa. So now, we come out of Africa.
Yes.
Some continue north.
Yes.
It's costly to sustain dark skin.
Yes.
It's a nutritional cost on you. So you go north, the sun is not there as much. The dark skin rapidly goes away and people just turn white.
Wow.
Okay? Evolutionarily.
Yes.
And then, so some went there, some went towards Asia.
Yes.
There's some dispute about whether they went south or north, but went into Asia, populated Asia, then they kept going. This is during the Ice Age.
Wow.
How do you get an ice age? Water evaporates from the oceans,
Yes.
goes into the sky, is so cold, it comes back out as snow. The snowflake lands on the countryside
Yeah.
and never goes away. Because the world is below freezing. So the snowflake is just there.
Right.
Had it been rain, the water would have just worked its way back to the ocean and you'd have this circulation of water. But during the Ice Age, you drain the ocean of its water, deposit the water on land, it never returns to the ocean. The ocean levels drop, exposing a land bridge
Right.
between Asia and North America.
Okay.
That's the famous Bering Strait.
Right.
And so the migrating human ancestors,
Okay.
it was just land. They just walked across the Bering Strait. Then the Ice Age ended. The waters melt back into the ocean levels rise, closes off the Bering Strait, stranding an entire branch of the human species in North and South America, and Europe has no memory of this. Wow. That's why it's called the New World. There it was. And the rest of the world had wars, they interbred, they did whatever, and there it is. So, even though Columbus was a dick, okay?
Okay.
The most important thing he did was reconnect two branches of the human species that had been separated for 10,000 years.
Wow.
Okay? Had that never reconnected, that's the precise setup for biological evolution to have a branch separate away from the branch that got it there. That's why Australia's animals are so weird.
Yes.
Because Australia's separated from the mainland long ago on an evolutionary timescale.
Yes.
So they got kangaroos and
their snakes are so deadly. They got the most.
They got venom. Up the
inland taipan, the coastal taipan, and the common brown.
Okay, they got stuff the rest of the world never seen or heard of.
And keep it over there
because it got isolated.
Yeah.
So you will evolve if you're subject to your own environmental forcing.
Okay.
And you're not interbreeding with the rest of the world. Okay.
Help me understand this.
But right now, everybody's interbreeding with everybody.
Let's unpack some stuff here. Everything you say is facts, right? But let me explain that again to you guys. The human being started in Africa. All of the 5 stages of the evolution of the human species, we found them all 5 in Africa. 2 or 3 outside in Asia. Okay? Meaning that they weren't in Asia. But let me backtrack a little bit. The human beings started in Africa. Some went north-west, some north-east, From the east side, they crossed what we call now the Detroit of Suez, Egypt, and entered the Middle East. Those were still black people. So black people went from Africa to Middle East, which back in the day used to be called Northeast Extreme Africa. Okay? They stayed there. Some went to what you guys call India now. Some entered Asia. Another one went to what you guys call now Europe. The Africans that left Africa from the west side, they crossed the bridge between the mess land between North Morocco and enter South Spain. And then they met with all the black people in the center for Europe. Mostly in the South Mediterranean because it was warm, hot, sun. The North, Ice Age. You get what I'm saying? Now, something happened in Europe. The black people that will live there started to mutate, change in colors gradually. And they went from black to white. Not white as we know nowadays, but kind of lighter skinned people. So those lighter skinned black Africans that no longer had a black skin, they went to Asia. And they interbred with black people in Asia. And they create what you guys call Asians, the proto-Mongol. Okay? Now we have another group of human beings that appeared on the planet Earth. The Mongoloid, the ancestor of the Asian. A mixed race, call it whatever you want, between black people from Asia and those new lighter skinned people that came from Europe. Get what I'm saying? And then those same black people that were living in Asia, they crossed the bridge, the nice land of Detroit of Bering, and they entered North America, and they spread themselves from north to south. Those were black people living in Americas, North and South America, Caribbean, Latin America, you name it, whatever you want. Black people were living there. Now, the new race, Asian, they did the same thing. They crossed the mainland, they entered North America, Canada, and they met those black people there. They mixed themselves with those black people and gave what you guys call now Native Americans. Native Americans are a byproduct of black people native from America, North and South Caribbean, with the newcomer Asians. That's why you see the Native American dark skin, red skin, some with the curly hair, some with the shred hair. That's close to the Asian. when you see those people, you see a mix of black people and Asian people. Okay? So they stay there. That's why when you go to Mexico, you see those big head of the first civilization of America. They call the civilization Olmec. You see this big head, braids in the back, West African face, big lips, big nose. You know what I mean? You can go right now. You can Google Olmecs. They are the first civilization of America. They also have the pyramids, exact the same as different form, but they built the pyramid just like black people built the pyramid in ancient Egypt. So they did later. You see what I'm saying? That's why the culture is close between African and Native Americans. When you see the painting, you see the similarity between Africa and the Native Americans because black people were living there and they are the offsprings of Asian coming in Canada, Caribbean, South America, mixed with those black people, and they gave birth to what you guys call Native Americans. And now, what you guys call now Middle East, black people were living there. The first black people we know, they call themselves Natufians. You can go study those people. They are Negroid, meaning African. They call themselves, the professor and the researchers call them Natufians. So black people were living there in the Middle East. They created all those civilizations. What you guys call Persia. It's a new name. Back in the day, it was called Elam, and the Elamites were black. You have the Sumerians. The Sumerians were black. Their name is Sagha, meaning black-headed people. That's crazy with those ancient civilizations. They just call themselves as the way they were looked. I'm black, I call myself black. Black-headed people. Ancient Egyptian, they call themselves Kemchu. Kemchu mean black people. Kemet mean the land of black people. That's beautiful. Okay? And so white people went to what you guys call the Middle East. They mixed themselves with those black people and they gave birth to what you guys call the Semites. The Semites are the Jews and the Arabs. When you read their religious books, they told you those places were populated by the son of Noah. Which son? Ham, Sham. Sham was the black son of the Noah. Noah had 3 sons. Sham, the black, Japhet, Eurasia, Sem, that gave the name Semites, the Jews and the blacks, the Jews and the Arabs. You see, so their books, religious books, are telling us people where they were living. Egypt used to be called Misraim. Misraim, we know, is a black land. It's the black people. Egyptians were not called Egyptians. Egyptians come from Greek, Egypt. Okay? Egyptians themselves used to call themselves Kemchu, black people, Kemet, the land of black people. The religious book from Jewish and the Muslims, they call them Misraim, meaning the son of the Ra, God Ra. They tell us everything. You get what I'm saying? All those places were lived by black people. They created those first civilization. And now, because they disappear with the mixing race, stuff like that, and you only find lighter skin in Middle East, you think that there were no black people there. There were black people. Every time you dig in those places, you see black people. Even in Russia, when you keep digging, the oldest bone you find of a human remaining, it's a black, Negroid. So that's the proof that we all came from Africa. And the first people that went out of Africa were black. And if those black people did not left Africa, we would not have other races on the planet. We only have black people. So let's keep pushing, guys.
Airplanes enable this.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody.
Thanks, Wright brothers. Help me understand this.
Wait, the Wright brothers, wait, don't blame them because they,
Yes.
do you realize
Yes.
the Boeing 707 jet, the first ever commercial jet, it came from the military.
Yes.
First ever commercial jet came out in 1958. Its wingspan is the distance that the Wright brothers first flew.
Je vais vous raconter une histoire. Une histoire sur notre humanité.
We went from the Wright brothers flight to a Boeing 707 plane in 55 years. With a wingspan is the distance they flew.
Damn. That wasn't very far.
It wasn't very far. But we made great advances. And people who are in denial that we have smart humans among us, they just say aliens helped. We reverse engineered the aliens.
But you can help me understand this.
Yeah.
Why is it that we can handle heat with our black skins better? Because normally, what do they tell you? If it's hot outside, you put on light colored clothing.
Yeah.
How is it that we became so adaptable to dark? Because I don't really like the heat, but I know we handle it better than our white counterparts.
Okay, not everything is a perfect solution.
Okay.
Some is just the better solution than what otherwise would have happened.
Okay.
Okay? Dark skin absorbs sunlight.
Yes.
Black people in the same situation will absorb more sunlight than white people.
Yes.
Making your body hotter.
Yes.
Which means you might have to drink more water. Okay? Fine. So you're saying, why not turn white at the equator?
Yeah.
Just, why isn't everyone in Africa white?
Right.
So you're not absorbing sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, the skin absorbs ultraviolet light.
Okay.
Ultraviolet light gives you skin cancer and you die.
Damn.
Melanin absorbs ultraviolet light and does not give you skin cancer. Skin cancer is 30 times more prevalent in white people than in black people. And when black people even get it, it's usually not in a part exposed to where the sun hit it. It's like on your bottom of your feet.
Wow.
Or, which is, you're not always looking at your bottom of your feet.
Correct.
Who's our guy from Jamaica died of that? Bob Marley died of skin cancer from his feet.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Okay. And so it's pernicious because you're not looking at the bottom of your feet.
Correct.
How often do you do that? Let me look in a mirror.
Yeah.
I know that's not what you do.
Yeah, the people that look at their feet, they barely washing their feet. So they damn sure ain't looking at them.
So the trade-off is
Right.
you're going to be hotter, but you're not going to get skin cancer.
Right.
And it would kill all white people that don't have melanin in their skin.
Wow.
So that's why Nordic countries, those people are so white.
Yes.
It's not false to portray Elsa in the Disney movie,
Frozen.
In Frozen. Make those people as white as you have ink to do so.
Right.
And that'll be just fine.
So,
And if you wanted to make a movie with no black people, set it in Norway.
Yeah, that's the reason why when people tell us that ancient Egyptian, all those people were not black, are you sure? You cannot handle the sun like that. You know what I'm saying? And when you see the pictures in the wall, stuff like that, they don't have clothing. Just they cover but the chest is not cloth because they can handle the heat. You know what I'm saying? Those other races came after. Destroyed the country, took over the country. The Arabs came in the 7th century and they stayed there, mixed with the people, and they now claim that their country. But they have zero link with those people, with the ancient Egyptians. So yeah, we all come from Africa. If you have a dog, I can do nothing for you, guy. You know what I'm saying? We need to read, we need to get the knowledge and spread the knowledge too. Knowledge is key. You know what I'm saying? So guys, let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree? Tell me in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment. It's helped the algorithm. It's helped to expand the channel as well. So support the channel, guys. Let's create a family here. You know what I'm saying? Spread the knowledge. Let's connect to people from every continent. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget, one family, different lineage. One tree, different branches. Till next time, take care of you and your family. Peace and out.